after connecting this gate voltage and this drain voltage. Can anybody answer? Tanisha Singh,
Yes, sir.
are you there? Are you able to say something on this?
Yes, sir. I did it. I got V1 is 4 volts.
4 volt,
V2 is
hmm,
4 volts.
4 volt,
V3 is 1 volt.
1 volt,
And V4 is also
1 volt. Now, what is the basis? On which basis you have said that? Can you explain?
Sir, I actually searched. So I got that if VD is less than VG minus if VD is greater or equal to VG minus VT, VG minus VT.
It is 1 volt here for
Yes.
all the MOS. So, how here you are getting 4 volt? How you are getting 1 volt?
So if VG minus VT, if I do, then I get 4 volts. That is less
VG
than
minus VT 4 volt.
uh, and
Hmm.
so the assumption was that VS minus VT when uh, VT is greater than VG minus VD. So it will be equal to VG minus VT.
Okay, in this case, why it is 1 volt? This one.
So
This
in
why
that
V3
case,
V3 is 1.
in great VD is greater than VG minus VT, so it will be equal to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Isra Akhtar.
yes, sir.
You are joining.
Um,
Earlier you
so absent previous week, but some classes in the first week when the first week.
okay. Shalini, then Himanshu Shogla, you are there? Okay, say any introduce, can you tell and whether you agree or not? Not tried, only she has tried and tell. I think it's good. She has tried and told something, but how it is to be calculated or discussed earlier section B student.
No, sir. No, sir.
No. Do you want to explain yourself? This is a question like that.
Not getting like how is more we have to see and what is the condition like equal greater than like that.
Okay, so you try yourself. Okay, first I uh, I'm completely. Obviously, you know what is this circuit. What is this? Hmm?
Inverter.
Inverter. Okay. What is this circuit?
Buffer.
Buffer. What do you mean by buffer? What help it does? Because it's not actually any function. What value you are giving? Same, right? Same thing. So what advantage you get in this?
So in the tri-state, buffer state.
Here on what you get. Here the output is one or what? If you apply high here, you get high. If you apply low, right, then at all it is used.
So it amplifies the signal and sends, instead of using multiple zeros, use a single buffer like final.
Signal is the amplifying signal. You are giving low, getting low, giving high, getting high. So anything? Anybody else can speak out? And second, isolating. How it is isolating?
Like input and output for isolating.
Input and output is isolated. Any application of such kind of isolation? Anyway, we'll study in future also, but is it used this way, buffer? Putting a MOSFET at the top and the MOSFET at the bottom? If not, how it is done?
सर आउटपुट को वापस इनपुट में लिए नहीं.
Sir, by using two inverters cascaded to each other.
By using two inverter cascaded, we make a buffer. Okay. In this way, means 4 transistors are required in a buffer. Now, my question is, it also gives the buffer kind of behavior with 2 MOSFETs. Why somebody wants to use 4 MOSFET? Is there any answer to you? Is there any answer to this question from your side?
Sir, I don't remember exactly, but it was related to weak output something.
Yeah, you are remembering something and it is correct. Okay, so now let us start the discussion. Even though here for MOSFET is used, still it is preferred not this one, because we have seen the condition and MOSFET will be on when VGS is greater than VT. On, and MOSFET will be on when this is the condition. It is in MOSFET. The MOSFET will be on when VGS, VGS greater than VT, VGS less than VT. This is P, this is N. It is the case of P MOSFET. Okay, this is the things we have discussed earlier. Now from this point we'll start. This is the what? This is what and this is what? Tell me. Of this MOSFET. P MOSFET? Which one is drain? Which one is source? That's my question. We have already said some definition or something to remember. Now you should not forget. Very recently you have said. Which one is drain? Top one or bottom one? I mean, the node which is grounded, that one is source, or the one at the top is the source? The one which is connected to the output node, that is source. Tell me quickly.
Sir, upper one is source.
Upper one is source because that is in higher potential, and this one is drain because this is a P MOSFET. For N MOSFET, this one will be drain, and this one will be source because that is what
NMOS
we
is
have said.
complementary.
Yes, complementary, but basically we have said that the one which is connected at higher potential is the drain in case of N MOSFET, and in case of P MOSFET we have said the one that is connected at higher potential, that is source. This thing you remember. Okay. Now, if we take the case of N MOSFET, what do you see? To take the N MOSFET, when initially, suppose I am showing this CL here. Initially, CL was 0. I mean, it was holding 0 voltage, no charge across it. Now, you have applied high here, means 1 volt. What will happen? N MOSFET will be on, P MOSFET will be off or not? Let us check up with these conditions. I have applied at the gate 0 voltage. So VG minus VS is equal to VGS. So for N MOSFET, it is what? VGS is what? 1 volt minus, initially I have said it is 0 volt. Across this CL it is 0 volt. So initially I see that it is VGS equals to 1 volt. And VTN, we are always taking it as 0.4 volt. This is minus 0.4 volt. Same is the case here also. So we see that VGS is 1 volt, which is greater than VTN. So N MOSFET will be on. Do you agree or not? Pushra?
Yes, sir.
Arshipati, are you agreeing? N MOSFET is on.
Yes, sir.
What about the P MOSFET? VGS is equal to VG minus VS. So VG is what? 1 volt. And VS is what? 0 volt, right? Because source initially is, I mean, CL voltage across CL is 0 initially. So VGS is 1 volt only here also in case of P MOSFET or not? If I apply 1 volt here. So this MOSFET is on or off? It is. It should be less than VTP.
Minus.
Should be less than, that is, should be less than minus 0.4 volt. But it is 1 volt. It is greater than. It is greater than 1 volt. So it is off. Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
This is off. This is on. Now, once the N MOSFET is on, the current will start flowing through the N MOSFET and it will be charging. The capacitor will be charging up. Suppose it has charged up to 0.6 volt. Okay. Now what is the VGS? VGS is what now? Across the, I'm talking about N MOSFET. VGS is
0.4.
0.4 volt. 0.4 volt. Okay. Now, if the CL tries to rise up beyond 0.6 volt, what will happen? Will the MOSFET be on or it will be off? As per our condition, what it is telling? VGS minus VT should be greater than, VGS should be greater than VT. Now it is equal to VT. Till this point, MOSFET is on. If it tries to charge up, CL tries to rise up beyond 0.6 volt, then this MOSFET is going to be off. What does it mean? It means that in this kind of circuit, the output node can rise up to VD minus VTP. Sorry, VTN. V out can be VDD minus VTN. There will be a VTN drop. It cannot charge up fully. That means you are going to get a weak one. Okay, so noise margin is going to be, noise margin you have studied in DSD. So noise margin will be bad. Do you agree, Harsh Tripathi?
Sir, noise margin, sir.
Noise margin you have studied and forget.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Once again you study. Once
Yes,
again you study simply to understand that you are getting a bad one. Okay, you are getting a bad one, weak one. Now, from NMOS point of view, you understood that in this case, when the MOSFET is driving some capacitor or some internal node means it is having capacitance, then that node cannot be charged up to VDD, but less than VD. VTN drop will be occurring. Okay, that is the first point you understood. Now, if you, at the same point, I'll discuss about the PMOSFET also. So, what is going to happen for the PMOSFET? It is going to remain off or it is going to be on sometimes. Tell somebody. Say it has gone up to 0.6 volt. CL has gone up to 0.6 volt. Then what is the VGS? VGS is 1 minus 0.6 means 0.4 volt. It is 0.4 volt plus. Still it is higher than minus 0.4 volt, which is the threshold voltage of the PMOSFET. So PMOSFET will be always off. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So from this point of view, it is not bad. It is not getting on. If it is getting on, then there will be a problem for us. Okay. There will be a direct connection from VDD to ground. We don't want that. Now we'll take another possibility, that is we'll take now 0 as input. And what is going to happen to the state of the MOSFETs? Now, what is the state of NMOSFET? Let us check first NMOSFET. VGS is initially, let us take both. Let us take initially. Let us take P out is 1 high. Initially, it is high. from that point we are starting. Okay, you have applied a 0 input. So for n MOSFET, VGS is, we are assuming in this case we have seen that it cannot go up to 1 volt. It can go up to 0.6 volt, but we are taking it, assuming it that it is 1 volt. Okay, now we'll start the discussion. So VGS is here. How much? VGS for n MOSFET?
-1.
Minus 1 volt. So it will be on or off?
Off.
Off. What about the P MOSFET? VGS is what?
-1.
But VGS is -1 volt. Okay. So it is on or off?
On.
It is on because its threshold volt is -0.4 volt, and VGS should be less than VDB, and it is satisfying. So P MOSFET is on. So it's good, no problem. That should be, pull down network should be off during input 0. Now, once it is on, what will happen to voltage of CL? It will start discharging through the pull down MOSFET, that is MOSFET in this case. Suppose it is dropping and dropping and dropping, finally it is reaching up to 0.4 volt. It has reached up to 0.4 volt after dropping from 1 volt. Now, what is VGS? 0 minus 0.4 minus 0.4 volt. Now, if it means CL, if CL tries to drop below 0.4 volt, what will happen to the P MOSFET?
It will be off.
It will be off. It means what? The P MOSFET cannot give you a good 0. It will give a weak 0. Sorry, bad 0. I say bad 0. Bad 0. Okay. Here it was giving weak 1, and it is giving bad 0. Output voltage should be 1, here 1. It is going to be something like this, 0.4 volt, and this is 0.6 volt. This is the output of this circuit. High is 0.6 volt, low is 0.4 volt. It cannot be proper ground. So issue of noise margin. Once again, you study the noise margin from DSD. We have discussed a lot of definition. You have given the exam also. Bad noise margin. And if say a noise greater than 0. 2 volt is coming. Okay. Here a spike is coming. When output was 0.2 volt, noise has come because of capacitive coupling or something else. Then what will happen? It will be 0.6 volt. But in this case, 0.6 volt is hot. It's a high value. It should be considered as high. The noise margin is very poor in this circuit, firstly, and it doesn't give good 0 and good 1. Is it understood? So it cannot be used as a buffer, so this is used. Do you understand? Now let us go back to the circuit. Now you tell what will be the voltage values. If you have understood something, you must be able to tell at least something. That is not the solution. Okay, you should, everything should be in you with good understanding. Then you can do any kind of circuit will be given to you. Let it is given by Freescale or NXP or any other company. You will be able to answer. Our aim is not to discuss the question which is going to come in the exam, but similar things. Yes, tell. Somebody tell. Or should I explain? With the same background concept what we discussed, now can you tell what are the voltage values for V1, V2, V3, V4? Are you trying to do it yourself with the logic understood just now discussed? Prem Prabhat Pramanik, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Are you able to think of?
Sir, I'm trying to remember everything. I was absent last class.
But today, whatever I have discussed is quite complete. It is not,
Yes,
nothing is required. Previous
Yes.
knowledge is not required.
Yes.
Then Sangeetam, Singitam, are you there? Lokesh, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So tell what may be the values of V1, V2, V3, V4? Or the next question is at the bottom. First question you do, then second question can be solved. Atul Kumar Pandey, are you there? Shreyas Pandey, Anand Dubey, Shubham Shurana, are you there, Shubham? Praveen Kumar Reddy, Praveen, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So, are you getting it?
Sir, I'm doing it, sir.
Okay, do it. All of you do and tell me the answer. And if you do correctly, means you will understand. You have understood. Okay. Vedant Singh, Anushk, Ayush Pal, Siddharth.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Siddharth or Ayush Pal.
Yes, sir.
Are you trying? Anish Raj. Then Darshanala, Pritam, Anirban Aditya Haldar, Shajal Nigam, Kartik Rai.
Yes, sir.
Who? Kartik Rai or
Kartik,
Shajal
yes, sir.
Nigam? Kartik.
Kartik.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. I'm trying.
Right. See, this kind of things come in NXP. Earlier it was Freescale. So very basic understanding is required. Not a big circuit they have given. If you don't know about NMOSFET and PMOSFET, then what do you know about the VLSI circuit? Utkarsh Chakarwal, Shivam Kumar, Kartik Agarwal. Kartik, are you there? Bushra Akhtar, are you trying?
Yes, sir.
Try and tell me the answer. Your answer I'll note down. Hassan Takwim,
Yes, sir.
are you trying?
Yes, sir.
Try and tell me. Roshan Kumar Munda, Sumit
Yes, sir.
Soren. Yes, Roshan, are you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes.
See, with the explanation I have given, you all must be able to answer. If not, then it will be very bad thing. Either I could not explain you, or you are not listening. You are just connected only. BTech students are not so dull. It will be understood that you are not listening. You are just connected. Punit Kumar Munda, Ritik Roland, are absent. Sham Sundar Chatterjee, Abhinav Pratap Singh.
Yes, sir.
You are trying to do?
Yes.
Do it. Kishan Agarwal, Ronak Kumar Shah, Neha Soren, then Pinky, then Shashank, Mohammad Sahil Parvez. Sahil Parvez, are you there? Rohan Shahana, Chalashu, Akshay, Deep Rishi, Naman, Ashish, Ankita Kumari, Akash Rai, Ayush Pandey, Ankesh Raj, Rishabh Pandey. Rishabh Pandey, are you there? Absent. Prahlad is there?
Yes, sir.
Are you trying?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Priyansh Kumar, Ashwardhan, Chittirki, Manu.
Sir, Harshvardhan here, sir. Trying.
Try. See, Corona has put us in a situation that everybody is getting very good marks, but this mark is not going to help you, remember, in life. Degree is a sheet of paper. That is not going to help you. Until unless you are getting knowledge, that is English, useless. I could finish this lectures, by this time the full first module could be finished, but that way finishing is not meaningful. But yes, if I see that you are not paying attention, not attending the classes, then I'll do that only. I'm not to waste my time. Whether you understand or not, I'll explain and go on. I'm explaining things and you are not attending classes and not listening properly, then you'll not be able to solve this. It's so simple. Everybody could do it. Yes. Now let me. Who is going to say his answer?
Sir, is it 4, 2, 1, and 0? V1, V2, V3, V4.
What that? Repeat.
4, 2, 1, and 0.
2, 1, 0. Your name is? Himanshu. See, I am writing your name not to, I mean, insult you or do anything, okay?
Yes, sir.
Or praise you. I'm trying to understand who is really trying to understand or attending the class. If you are attending the class, something you will understand. That is what I know. So if your answer is also wrong, I don't know whether it is wrong or not. I'll describe it. But your attempt is very appreciable for me. Next person can say something. Tell. Tell somebody.
Sir,
Tell.
4, 5, 1 and 1.
4, 5, 1, 1. Your name is?
Sir, Harshvardhan Agrawal.
Harsh. Okay. Next person, tell somebody tell. Don't worry, you may be wrong. I don't expect that you'll be correct. Still, I'm going to explain it. Okay, I'm going to explain it. But I would like to see whether you are really attending or sitting somewhere else after getting connection. You tell the wrong answer, I don't mind, but you tell what you have done. Tell. Who is going to tell? Tell. Busra Akhtar. Busra. Then Shazal is there. Ehsan.
Yes, sir.
Tell if you have done
So
something.
4, 4, 1, 1. I'm not sure.
Okay, and then don't shoot. If you are trying and getting some result, then you tell. Okay.
Yes.
Just don't throw. If you are trying,
yes.
after your trial, you are getting this much, then you
Yes.
tell.
Okay, sir.
Don't tell just doing nothing. Then other person who is going to say,
Sir,
tell your name.
Sir Praveen Reddy.
Praveen.
Sir,
Praveen,
4,
tell.
1,
4,
5, 1,
1, 1. Anybody else? Quickly, I want to start discussion. Yes, who is going to tell?
Sir Roshan, sir.
Roshan. Yes, Roshan. Tell.
4, 5, 1, 1.
1, 1. Somebody else? Hassan, you didn't say? No, Yashan said. Now I'll ask another, at least a few students. Dheeraj Banatra. Mohammad Farooq. Dheeraj is absent. Farooq, you are absent. Mostly absent. So who is going to make them understand? Mohammad Sahil. Then who? Shamsundar Chatterjee. Are you going to tell? All others are not trying. And yes, Harsh Tripathi, why you are silent? Bushra and Harsh Tripathi.
Yes, sir. Sir, I got first one 4 and then after I'm getting confused with the inequalities.
Okay. After 4, you are what you are telling. Tell something, then I'll start explaining. See, this way I cannot wait. Anyway, see, as we have already said that these nodes are initially 0, right? Consider all are having resistance and there will be a resistance. There is no doubt in that. Okay. Yes, resistance will be there or not? Diffusion capacitance, sorry, resistance, I'm telling, it is capacitance, load capacitance. See, this node is having capacitance, this node is also having capacitance. We have discussed drain diffusion capacitance and source diffusion capacitance. Yes or no? And the line capacitance will be there. Line capacitance will also be there. So every node is having capacitance. So initially these capacitances are at zero potential. Now you have put on this MOSFET by applying a 5 volt at the gate, and already on drain side you have connected 5 volt. VT is 1 volt. So this MOSFET VGS initially, this is source. VGS is initially 5 volt. And VT is 1 volt. So it could charge up to what voltage? This CL. This CL up to 4 volt. Beyond that, it cannot charge. If it tries, then this will be off, right? So this is going to be 4 volt. Now, coming to this second MOSFET, at the gate you have 6 volt. So initially, since CL was 0, so VGS is 6 volt initially. So it will be on, and the CL will be charging up, and it can charge up to what voltage? That is the question. You have here only 4 volts, so it cannot charge beyond 4 volt. It's going to be 4 volt. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Next, VGS is how much? 2 volt. So it can charge up to 1 volt, because if it tries to be more than 1 volt, then this MOSFET will be off. Yes or no? Harsh Tripathi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then here also it is VGS is 2 volt. It can charge up to 1 volt. Beyond that, it cannot charge. So 4, 4, 1, 1. I think the student Tanisha said at the beginning the correct answer, but with her saying, if I would have gone without discussion, then could you understand this way? Just knowing answer is not the correct thing. You should know why this answer is. Okay. So another question here is given. I hope you'll be able to do it now yourself. Can you try now and tell me? Quickly, you try this question at the bottom and tell me the values.
Sir, 4211, sir.
4,
211.
okay, VGS is 5, so it can charge up to 4, okay. And this is VGS is 3, it can charge up to 2. What do you say, 1 or 2? You said
Sir, 42. The second one is 2.
2,
1 1.
1 1. VGS is 2, so it can charge up to 1. VGS is 2, it can charge up to 1. Okay. And here also you have the 1 volt. Fully it can utilize this value. So these are the answer you have said correctly. Now any kind of this kind of connections. Another thing I would like to say, rather they do the mistake that a VTN drop occurs in case of a MOSFET, NMOSFET. That is what we have seen here. Okay, VTN drop occurs. You don't get weak one. You get rather you get 0.6 volt in case of PD 0 to 1 volt. A VTN drop is occurring. So people say that everywhere VTN drop will occur. simplest logic they put and do some kind of mistakes. Will you do this kind of mistake in future? I hope not. So another question with P MOSFET here. This is a P MOSFET symbol. BTP I have written negative. So you can understand this is a P MOSFET and different voltage have been given at the gate. So you try this one also. I have explained with this circuit regarding P MOSFET also. I hope you'll be able to do it without any problem. Okay, if you don't able to do, if you are not able to do, tell me. I'll explain. Now I'll go for explanation of the current equations. I have written the current equations for linear region, saturation region, as well as cutoff region. I have not discussed how to derive them. Okay, choose this diagram, same diagram, whatever I have shown earlier, same thing. Only thing is here a sidewall spacer is used on the side. Earlier I have drawn directly like this. Okay, I have drawn like this. Drain gate, right? N plus, N plus. Now here sidewall spacer has been used, and when ion implanted from the top, due to this sidewall spacer, it is a kind of insulator. Through this thick insulator, the ion, pentavalent ion, cannot all penetrate. Only those which are having high energy, they can penetrate and make this as a lightly doped N type. This side is N plus type. It is not visible, so I'll change the color. Here it is N plus, but it is lightly doped N type. Okay, and same thing is here also. N plus is N type. This N type, so doping concentration is less, its resistivity is more, resistance is more. So it is shown with a resistance both the side, source side and drain side. Of course, channel is also lightly doped P type. It is having resistance. The resistances are all over. For your understanding, it is shown 3 resistance only, because it is from starting from here, you have everywhere resistance, right? Everywhere you have the resistance up to the, even the N plus region also have some resistance, low resistance, but it is having resistance. It is denoted by RD, this is denoted by RS. And it is called LDD, lightly doped drain. It is lightly doped drain. It is also called source or drain extensions, HDE. It is formed with the use of sidewall spacer, and it helps to prevent the charging of the oxide. This oxide, you know, due to very short channel length from here to here, electrical field is very high. VDS divided by L is the electrical field, E. Okay, and that horizontal electrical field or lateral electrical field is high, very high, and at this end, huge electrical field works, and electrons becomes very hot and penetrate through this oxide. Some of the very high or hot electrons may go into the gate and can give rise to gate leakage current. If not going, till they may settle inside the oxide. Okay. If they are settling in the oxide, then we say that it is oxide is charged. If oxide is charged in this way by electron getting penetrated here, then threshold voltage of the MOSFET is modified. Threshold voltage increases. Okay, so that is not a good or desirable phenomenon. Now my point is something else. I am describing something else. Okay, so let us discuss the derivation of the equation. So voltage over here, because this is grounded, source is grounded and drain is connected to VDD, that is say 1 volt or so. So here at this point, supply 0 volt. Here at this point, if I consider this is the point where actually drain point is. So this here it is VDS, right? So average is what? Average channel voltage is obviously the VDS plus 0 divided by 2, that is VDS by 2. Is it understood? Tripathi? Average channel
Yes.
voltage. Okay. Next point is effective gate voltage producing channel charge QC. What is that? VGS minus VCS, that VCS we got it now, minus VT. That is VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2, because VCS we have got VDS by 2. Now, if in our case we are taking that VT equals to 0.4 volt, VDD equals to 1 volt, we are saying, then what is the effective gate voltage? Tell me. Is it not 1 volt minus VDS by 2 means 0.5 volt minus 0.4 volt equals to 0.1 volt? Is it not the excess voltage or the voltage, effective gate voltage, that is causing QC, channel charge? Channel charge means your inversion layer charge. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Effective voltage, gate voltage you have got as this equation. Now going to, we know the charge equals to CV. This is a very generic equation you all know. So hence charge in the channel is QC equals to capacitance, that the C, and effective voltage, gate voltage, that is this thing. So QC equals to CG into VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2. CG is the capacity of the gate to channel. You know that oxide is there on the on top of the surface of the silicon. So there is a capacitance. We already know the effective gate voltage, which is the amount of voltage attracting charge to channel beyond the minimum required to invert from P to N. So CG, we know already, we have discussed C ox into area WL, because COX is written as farad per meter square or centimeter square. So we have the absolute permittivity E ox equals to ER epsilon 0. Then ER is 3.9 epsilon 0 for silicon dioxide. Epsilon R equals to 3.9. And epsilon 0 is 8.85 into 10 to the minus 14 farad per centimeter is the permittivity of this free space, and UX by TOX equals to CX is the capacitance per unit area of the gate oxide. We know that each carrier in the channel is accelerated with the drift velocity VD, and VD is proportional to electrical field. Drift velocity of electron is here electron, it may be hole also, but we must fit. So VD, drift velocity proportional to electrical field, and proportionality constant is mu n, and electric field is given by E ds by L, lateral electric field. The time required for the carriers to cross the channel is the channel length divided by the drift velocity. Length by speed is what? Time or not? It is time or not?
Yes, sir.
The current between drain and source, IDS, is the total amount of charge in the channel divided by the time required to cross it. Means IDS is what? Charge, that is QC, divided by time, Ly Vd. This is drift velocity, which is defined here. So putting this, we can get the, putting this value of this and this, we get the equation of current. IDS equals to QC divided by Ly Vd, and QC, we have already got this value, and Ly Vd, Vd is nothing but mu and E, we have already written in the previous slide. So ultimately we are writing Cg, we are writing Cox into WL, then this point, this thing is remaining same, and then Ly mu and VDS, what we have done here, E equals to VDS by L we have written, and then what we are getting is L square here getting, and finally ultimately you will get this thing, this equation. Beta is mu and Cox W by L, and which is my VT. This equation is for which region? L quickly. Linear region equation. This is the equation for linear region. Now, how to get the equation for saturation region? Can you get it? From there, this equation, we have got the condition VDS greater than equals to VGS minus VT. If we put this thing, use this equality, will you get the equation?
Yes, sir.
This equation or not? Beta by 2 into VGS minus VT whole square. Are you going to get this thing or not from this equation, putting the condition?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is all about equation, derivation of equation of current, MOSFET current equation, that is IDS in saturation region as well as linear region. Now about the threshold voltage equation. So should I continue? What is the time? You are not telling anything, but afterwards I'll see that you're late. Okay. So here onwards we'll start in the next class. Yes, Tripathi, tell me whether you are understanding or not. Just telling yes, yes.
Yes, sir, I'm understanding.
So if you are not understanding, tell me. I can go slow. I'm going slow right now. I'm going slow. If further needed, I'll go. But without understanding, don't tell you are understanding, right? That will be very harmful for you. You are in VLSI domain, okay, and possibly few of you are taking it as a what is called specialization. So there'll be no mercy on you, because you are expected to have very good knowledge in this domain. Very basic things. I'm not teaching anything very tough. Very basic thing I am discussing. Okay, then we'll leave in the class. You attend other classes.